Welcome back to our daily show. Here's CJ.
It's a living thing. It's a terrible thing to lose. It's a given thing.
Lynn Venhaus, how are we?
Oh, it's so good to see you, CJ, and not just hear you. Hi, how are you?
It's so good to see you too. I'm hanging in there. I'm gonna go see Jeff Lynne September 9th, so I'm getting ready for ELO again, you know.
Oh, wow. Oh, yeah, that's good. I know. Well, there's a local group, Mr. Blue Sky, who's very good.
Yes, they are. I was blown away by them because when you go to those things, you think, we'll see how this kind of goes. But man, they hit it on just a nail on the head with that group.
Oh, I know. And Jeff Faulkner's really good. And he's got a Coldplay group now.
Wow.
Sky Full of Stars.
That's awesome. I'll have to check that out too. And honestly, Lynn, there's a lot to check out this summer, it seems like. This is getting exciting again.
Oh, yes. But, I do have superhero fatigue, so there's no Marvels right now, which is good.
Yes.
Which is, to me, is good.
Yes.
And they just announced this week that they're limiting Marvel releases to like 3 a year TV shows, that because it's overwhelming. It really is.
Yeah.
And, my thing is you shouldn't have to do homework before you see a movie, because these Marvel movies have become so laborious and tedious, and you feel like you're missing things and, I didn't see that. So anyway, that's a good sign. I picked a couple that I think might be winners, but we never know because I love the Fall Guy.
Mm-hmm.
And it got great reviews, but it didn't do too well at the box office opening weekend. So I hope word of mouth spreads because it is just a gem. It's everything I love about a summer blockbuster. It's got great cast. It's funny. It's action. It's just a lively love letter to movie magic. And Ryan Gosling and Emily Blunt, they're just effortlessly charming. It's a crazy world. So I guess without further ado, we've got an interesting one on May 17th called If. Have you been seeing the trailers for this?
So I'm kind of confused because I see the trailers, but I still can't paint that picture of what I'm going to expect. It looks really interesting, though.
Yeah, it is Ryan Reynolds, who's always, he's one of the go-to. He's like Ryan Gosling.
Mm-hmm.
Count on him to make you laugh. And it's John Krasinski who wrote and directed it, and it's about imaginary friends. Those are the imaginary friends. So this young girl is going through some traumatic events in her life, and she starts seeing everybody's imaginary friends.
That's so cool.
I know. So it sounds very high concept, but it could be very good because I have trust in John Krasinski and Ryan Reynolds.
John Krasinski's such a good writer. I didn't realize all of the work that he was a part of because you think of him as Jim from The Office, and it's just, the smirk and everything else. But the movie that I loved was that horror or scary, the thriller. That was just incredible. What was that called?
Oh, A Quiet Place?
Yes, that was good.
Oh, yeah, parts 1 and 2. And actually, we're going to have a prequel. Day 1 comes out this summer, and I'll talk about that more. So, yeah, I think this has got a voice cast that's the who's who of Hollywood. It's Matt Damon, Emily Blunt, John's wife, Jon Stewart, Awkwafina, Sam Rockwell, Steve Carell. So Maya Rudolph. So I think this sounds really good. So that's May 17th. Mm-hmm. And we'll see if that kicks off the summer, because I think summer, don't we want to escape? Because we really, it's a very taxing time in life.
Well, you're right. And so whenever you were saying that, number one, my question for you is, how do those big names come together? Is it just spur of the moment? Is it happenstance sometimes with these movies to find all of these folks that are really willing to do it? Or is it something that's kind of laid out for years that kind of leads up to when they start recording, start doing all the voiceover work and start filming? That's really fascinating to me, how I mean, that is really the A-list block of Hollywood right now.
Oh, I know. I'm sure they have these people in mind and see if they can get them. And I think because we had the pandemic,
Mhm.
so we've got to recover from that. And then also we had the writer's strike and the
Oh,
actor's strike.
yep.
So some of these have been in development for a while. So it should be interesting to see. But no, I think people are really discovering voice casts, because if you look at the animated movies that have been a big deal the last couple of years, they have these really big name voice casts.
Mhm. Well,
So
and it's
and we've got a couple. Hollywood always goes to the sequels, and so now we have an origin story, Furiosa, for Mad Max saga. And that is the story of the renegade warrior played by Charlize Theron in Mad Max Fury Road. So she is played by Anya Taylor-Joy
Mhm.
in this one, and Chris Hemsworth is the villain.
That is so cool. Now, Lynn, let me ask you, because I'm been under a rock with Mad Max. I didn't really get into the hype of it initially, and I haven't really gotten into the movies. But it seems like people are just going nuts over these Mad Max films.
Yes, and well, the last one was a long time ago. What, 2015, I think.
Oh wow.
Mad Max Fury Road.
Uh huh.
So it's been a while. But Tom Hardy plays him, and he's silent. Mel Gibson played him in the original. So they have taken on a lot, because it's a apocalyptic, post-apocalypse. It's no water, all this horrible thing, everything that a dystopian future has. But George Miller's the director, and he directs this. And the last movie, Fury Road, just cleaned up at the Oscars for all the technical achievements, because the stunt work was incredible, and they really did stunt work and not too much CGI, which is the computer generated graphics that we all know.
Mm-hmm.
So that should be that is May 24th. So that's going to be the big kickoff for Memorial Day weekend. So we'll see if that works. I'm excited about this movie on Netflix starting June 7th. It is called Hitman.
Yeah.
And yeah.
I've seen previews.
Yeah, Glenn Powell is the man of the hour right now. He is having a moment because he was memorable in Top Gun Maverick. And then he did that rom-com last year with Sydney Sweeney called Anyone But You, that far exceeded expectations and is now streaming on Netflix. And so he's going to be everywhere this summer, because he's also in Twisters.
Oh, how does someone manage it? I mean, I couldn't imagine, just one day after, the phone starts ringing, when you just start hitting the ground running. I'm sure for these actors and actresses, you don't even breathe. You just keep going until all the projects are completed at that point.
Oh yeah, if you're I'm not sure if he was at the Met Gala the other night, but some of the people were, as they say. But he's going to be everywhere this summer, and he plays a professor who is used by the local police. It's inspired by true events. He plays a professor who the police department uses as I think maybe decoy hitman.
Okay. Well, and see, I was seeing that, and I just thought there's a lot of personality traits that kind of cross over when I'm watching that preview,
Yeah. Yeah, because it's like a wish fulfillment.
Yeah.
So he gets conflicted because somebody approaches him to do a job, and he really likes this woman, but he's got his duties. So it's directed by Richard Linklater, who I love. He did Dazed and Confused, but he also did Boyhood.
Oh, okay, yeah. Great film.
Yeah.
Well, Dazed and Confused is just a classic too,
Oh, yeah. And he's a Texas guy, and he does most of his movies in Texas. So we have another sequel, Bad Boys Ride or Die. So Will Smith is trying to recreate magic with Martin Lawrence again.
What are your thoughts?
Yeah, so that's June 7th. I didn't see For Life.
Hmm.
I saw the first couple Bad Boys, and the first one was great,
Yes, it
wasn't
was.
it?
That was really good.
Oh, yeah. And so I'm not sure.
Yeah.
We'll see, because Will kind of toxic at the box office.
Has he ever
So, but
recovered from the slap heard around the world? Has he really ever recovered from that?
I don't know. Can you? I don't know. I don't think you can spin it,
No,
really.
no, you can't. And it's just a bummer because he is just such a great performer too, and just to see that just in the fall from grace that comes with it, just kind of depressing in a way too.
Well, it's so weird
Yeah.
because everybody just was watching that going, what is happening? And then you hear the backstory, and then they keep coming out with.
Yeah, well, I thought it
Anyway,
was a
that
wrestling work. Lynn, when I watched it live, I went, "There's no way this was this was, it happenstance. This was played out." But so that when does that come out?
that comes out June 7th. Yeah, we could. Oh, yeah, we could debate. And then I'm really looking forward to this sequel, Inside Out 2.
Yes.
Speaking of voice work.
Yep. The Inside
So,
Out was I thought it was underrated when it came out initially. I thought it was I mean, people loved it, but I don't think it got the real notoriety it really should have received. I thought it was so well done.
oh, yeah. Well, Pixar, don't ever discount Pixar, because I just love Pixar
Yep.
movies, and they always make me cry too. So we shall see, because Riley's in high school. Now, Amy Poehler is back as Joy. If you recall, these are all her emotions.
Mm-hmm.
So now she is in high school. So all of that, because high school, and so there's new emotions, but Amy Poehler's back as Joy. Lewis Black is back as anger. Phyllis Smith is back as sadness.
She was
And
great.
St. Louis
Yep.
too. And Bill Hader's not in it, but Tony Hale is taking his place as Fear. And I love Tony
Yeah,
Hale.
he'd be good. Yeah.
So, and then we have new emotions. We have Mindy Kaling's not back for Disgust. Liza Lapira is going to be discussed. The new ones are Maya Hawke. That is the daughter of Ethan Hawke and Uma Thurman.
Mm-hmm.
She's playing Anxiety.
Oh, that's awesome.
I know. And Ao Edebury from The Bear is playing Envy. And then Paul Walter Hauser is playing Embarrassment. And then there's somebody I'm not familiar with playing Ennui. Like a bored teenager.
Oh, okay, I gotcha.
Yeah, because I had to look up Ennui.
Well, you know what's funny, Lynn, is I'm right there with you on those Pixar. I feel like such a baby by the end of some of them because they hit you right in the soft spot every time,
Oh my goodness. If you had a good relationship with your grandma and you watch Coco,
Oh, yeah.
you're going to be a puddle. You're going to be a puddle after that.
Mm-hmm.
And then Up. Oh my goodness. And then it's just, on and on and on you can go on. But anyway, they are back with Inside Out too. So we'll see. It's not Pete Docter
Mm-hmm.
who won the Oscar for Inside Out the first time, but we'll see. Now this one is going to be a testosterone fest. The next one is called The Bike Riders.
Oh.
And this was going to come out in the fall, but they held it. So it's Tom Hardy, Mr. Macho, Venom, but I love him as an actor.
Yep.
And he is teaming up with Austin Butler from Elvis,
Mm-hmm.
who is not a one-trick pony if you saw Dune Part 2 and if you watched Masters of the Air.
I heard that people were really surprised by that because it seems like the folks that get sucked into that Elvis role, they kind of stays with them for a long time, after the biopic's done and the documentaries are done. But he really just transitioned as quick as he could to go down to greener pastures too.
Oh yeah, he was recognizable as the villain.
Yeah.
I was like, that's Austin Butler.
Yeah.
It was just shocking. And so this is intriguing to me. It is about a biker group, a motor called the Vandals in Chicago in 1967 was this photo book. And this director, Jeff Nichols, nobody's heard of him, but I love his movies, so I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt here. He did a movie called Mud with Matthew McConaughey.
Mm-hmm.
If you saw that,
I haven't
and
seen
he
that
did
one.
It's watch it. It's really good. And that was one of Ty Sheridan. He's a young actor. That was one of his first roles, and Reese Witherspoon is in it too. So Mud.
Wow.
Check that out. And he did also really great movie called Midnight Special.
Mm-hmm.
And he works a lot with the actor Michael Shannon.
Mm-hmm.
And so Michael Shannon is in this. Jodie Comer, who's also having a moment. She is the female lead. And then Mike Feist, who's in Challengers and was in West Side Story. And I'm a big fan of his. If you watch The Walking Dead, Norman Reedus is in this.
Oh, wow. That's cool.
Yeah, so he looks like a really scruffy dangerous. So this bike group that just got together to ride motorcycles transitions into underworld with crime and drugs and
Okay.
all of that. So that is June 21st. So we shall see. I think Tom Hardy's kind of channeling Marlon Brando.
Yep.
So it looks like it, and it looks, and it just looks interesting. And then A Quiet Place, day one.
This is cool.
June 28th, and I'm excited. This is Krasinski didn't direct it, but he helped with writing it.
Mm-hmm.
And actually, those first two were, oh my God, pulse pounding.
They were. I had to stop watching the first one when I watched it the first time. I'm like, I need to take a break from this because I'm getting too sucked into it.
Oh my God. And the audience, you could have heard a pin drop because it was so silent and everybody was just so tense in that birthing scene. Oh my God. Oh my God. That was just incredible. And then the second one was just really good. Cillian Murphy was in that.
Yeah.
As the friend. And it was sad, spoiler alert, John Krasinski had died.
Right.
And so this is what it implies. Day one. This is when those weird looking bug creature aliens land.
I can't wait for it, Lynn. I really can't.
Oh, I know. And I'm excited because the director is Michael Sarnowski. And if you saw Nicolas Cage's movie called Pig,
Mm-hmm.
and everybody should see this because it's like Nicolas Cage hasn't been that good in years. He is directing it, and it's Lupita Nyong'o, and it's Jimon Hensu, and Alex Wolff. He's a young guy. So I'm excited about that one.
Well, and I'm really excited I think that's going to break the box office. I really do. I just have a good feeling about it.
I know. I hope so because it sounds smart. And the first two were so smart and so good and so emotional too, And so this is going to be a fun one from Netflix. July 3rd, Beverly Hills Cop, Axel F.
Who's in this one?
Well, Eddie Murphy's back, of course, because why would you make it if
right.
he wasn't?
That's what I was nervous about. I'm like, please tell me Eddie Murphy's back on the screen in this.
And Judge Reinhold. So we'll see. And this one also has Kevin Bacon and Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Oh, wow. That sounds pretty good.
I know.
That'll be
fun. So we shall see. So that's coming. And then we have Despicable Me 4. July 3rd.
Mm-hmm.
So
now is that Pixar? I always get confused.
No, it's Illumination.
That's it. Okay. I always get confused by the two when they come up if it's Pixar or Illumination has some pretty good ones. I'm more of a Pixar guy, but I like Illumination because they're really fun movies.
Oh, they are. And Glenn McCoy, he is a multi-talented guy from Swansea, Illinois. He works on those. He's a storyboard artist, and he designed some of them, and so he'll be featured. But he did he works on those pet ones too, The Secret Lives of Pets.
That was a great movie. I love that one a lot. And Super Pets was really good too. I thought that was awesome.
Yeah. So he's so Illumination. They're there's DreamWorks, Pixar, Disney, Illumination. So that's where it was. Now, if you like scary movies,
Mm.
there was one. There were two a couple years ago called X and Pearl,
Okay.
and they were terrifying, but they were really good.
Yeah, I remember Pearl. I do remember that one.
So Maya Goth returns, and this is going to it sounds sleazy. They really do kind of have that edge to them.
Mm-hmm.
She's an adult film actress in the 80s, and she's finally, got her dream, living the dream. And there's a serial killer stalking people, and maybe that serial killer knows too much about her past.
Oh, well, that'll be really good.
Yeah, so that sounds good. And so Maya Goth is in it, and it's by this Ty West guy. He really has an interesting take on horror movies because that's not really my genre,
Right.
but I appreciate good ones. And so, year end, I have to see all these movies. And one of my young colleagues was saying, you have to see X. Have you seen X? And so I finally put it in, the DVD to watch it. And I went, oh my God, this is really good. And it's really terrifying. And I'm very glad I saw it during the day.
Good answer. That's a good thought too. Is the appropriate time to watch this one should probably be early afternoon.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, no. Ever since I saw Saw at night, I was like, I'm going in the afternoon to see these things. But, some nights, The Conjuring, I did have to see it. Well, I mean, screenings are at night. So,
Right.
I'm really excited about this pairing, Scarlett Johansson and Channing Tatum.
Oh, wow.
I know. And it sounds really interesting. It's called Fly Me to the Moon. And it comes out July 12th. And Woody Harrelson's in it too. And it is about people staging a fake moon landing.
Oh, no.
As the backup in case Apollo 11 goes wrong.
Oh, no. Oh, no. This is going to rally the troops, Lynn. This is going to rally the troops.
I know. It's going to ramp up the conspiracy theory.
Yes, it is. That sounds really good, though. I'm really interested to watch that one.
Oh, I am too. I think it sounds really clever. And if you see the previews, okay, so Twisters, we all remember. I love the Twisters from what was it, 1995, 96, whatever. The Flying Cow. Remember the Flying Cow?
Yep. And then they have a great amusement park attraction. I think it's Universal. They have a Twister attraction, or used to, that had the whole kit and it was wonderful.
Oh wow! Oh wow! I didn't know that. And so, Glenn Powell plays a cocky, swaggering Oklahoma dude that tracks Twisters, and he's a big showboat. And then we have the weather nerd Twister people, the ones with the PhDs.
Oh yeah.
And so they converge because it's in Oklahoma. It's Tornado Alley. And so it looks, if you watch the trailer, they've ramped up the special effects, the visual effects.
Oh wow.
Oh my God. But it's got this rivalry between Glenn Powell and Daisy Edgar Jones. She was in Where the Crawdads Sing. She's one of the up and coming rising actresses. So they're gonna have, she's a scientist and he's the good old boy. So it's going to be one of those.
This is so it's kind of funny that that's the origin, because this year I have on one of the local weather pages. The guy has like 80,000 followers for his weather page, but the news weather people aren't the biggest fans of his because they aren't going by the same procedures. That riff is real. There is a real riff between social meteorologists and meteorologists.
Yeah, so it's going to be one of those high stakes, and it's directed by the guy who did Minari.
Okay.
I don't know if you saw.
Yep.
I love that movie, and it'll be interesting because he gets the big blockbuster. So, and people love the one with Bill, R.I.P. Bill Paxton.
Yeah.
And Philip Seymour Hoffman, and all that. So We Shall See. That's July 19th.
Mm-hmm.
Deadpool versus Wolverine.
That'll be fun. That'll be a fun one.
Oh yeah, that is going to be the two Titans, Ryan Reynolds, Hugh Jackman, and their faux feud. You know how they have this fake feud going on,
right?
And they tried to outdo each other.
That'll be fun.
So that is July 26th. Now then, August is kind of throwaway. They just kind of give us things that aren't, because they're gearing up for the big fall prestige award season,
right?
Kind of stuff. So we have another alien called Romulus.
I met him.
So we shall see.
That sounds good.
And then we have a remake of The Crow.
Oh wow, that's cool.
With Bill Skarsgård from It, the clown. Mm-hmm. He's gonna play the Crow.
That's cool. I like that.
So that's pretty much the summer. So you got a couple nuggets in there you think you're gonna?
Oh gosh, yeah. I'm totally going to day one, Quiet Place. That's already marked on the calendar. I got to go see that. But I'm like you with the superhero movies. I'm kind of bored with them. I think they're great, and if the kids like them, keep doing them. But I'm like you. There's something about going to see Quiet Place, but the Twister. I got to see the new Twister movie. There's something about just seeing that. Those are the two on my radar. I have a question for you though about a TV series lately. Is there what changed? Because all of a sudden now video games are becoming these really big TV shows. That Fallout series on Amazon Prime, I believe, it went nuts. It was the most searched streaming show for a couple of days. And now
I know.
And now they're talking about BioShock on Netflix, which is another video game adaptation. Are we going to see more of those going forward, do you think?
Oh, I think because whatever sells, whatever works,
Yep.
You know how they come up with these are the top 10 most watched things.
Yeah. It's so interesting though. Now for you, what are you looking forward to seeing the most this summer?
I think the Fly Me to the Moon.
That'll be fun too.
Oh. I think that, and then I also think Inside Out too, just delightful. And then I am looking forward to Twister. I think Twisters.
Oh yeah, Twisters.
Yeah, we got the S on it. I hope it's a guilty pleasure.
Me too.
I hope it's just, popcorn movie. You just go and you just escape into that. So I'm hoping we shall see. Now there might be, a few sleepers. Mm-hmm. And Greg Kinnear, who I really like, who, he's not a marquee name, but he always does good work. There's a movie called Sight, and it looks very dramatic. It's about efforts to save child's sight. And so that might be good. It's a drama. It's programmed. I haven't looked yet what all streaming is. I just got the network. Netflix sent their slate. So that's why I know about Hitman and Beverly Hills Cop. But we shall see. But I do think the trend is because of the recent, pandemic and everything, they're not having as many what they call tentpole movie. And because, of all. So I think there's, there's going to be gaps. But, just like the Cardinals are not pulling people in because we have St. Louis City and we have Battlehawks.
Mm-hmm. Right.
I think there's so much for people to do.
Yep.
And it's hard to get people off the couch.
Yep. And that's the thing. It seems like, too, a lot of those movies, the moment they might not draw a dime in the box office, but when they're available to the general public, they're, dominating the streaming platform for a few weeks because people wanted to see it. It was just, whether it's laziness or they had this event or this thing to go do, it kind of kept them away from the movie theater, but they're watching it eventually is at least a promising thing. It's just not the best case scenario for the industry, I'm sure.
Right. And then, of course, you can always see Skyview Drive-In in Belleville,
Yep.
National Treasure.
Well, and
And you can go to USA Today and vote them as the best drive-in theater in America because they're having their readers poll through May 13th.
oh, that's really cool.
So if you like going to Skyview Drive-In, which it's a local treasure. But yeah, I think you're right. I think people wait now, like Ghostbusters Frozen Empire, which I did not like at all.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That is coming out. That is now, as of Tuesday, on video on demand.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to pay the higher buck, you know how video on demand is like $19.99 at first,
Right.
and then once it gets to DVD level, it's $3.99.
Mm-hmm.
But then you've got the streaming because you got Amazon, you got Netflix, you have Peacock, Hulu,
HBO.
Max.
Yep. I mean, there's just a whole kit and caboodle. And Lynn, it's always good talking with you. And I always tell you 10 minutes or 15, and then here we are 48 minutes later still chatting away. But there was a lot to talk about. And what's coming down the pipeline at Pop Life STL?
Well, we are just trying to catch up with all the movies. Oh, if I can inspire a very quirky movie, if you are fond of Looney Tunes
Mm-hmm.
and you are fond of creativity, this movie will make you laugh, and it is incredibly silly and goofy. It's called Hundreds of Beavers.
It sounds pretty goofy. I'll have to check that. Where's that one available?
It is on Amazon and also Apple. I think it's cheaper on Apple.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. One of them is like $5.99 and one of them is like $9.98.
Mm-hmm.
But it's two guys that make movies from high school, and they live in Wisconsin, and it is set in the wilderness. And this guy has got to battle all the critters in the forest. But the critters in the forest are in mascot outfits, like the bunnies. Hence, Hundreds of Beavers. It's the goofiest thing, but it's hilarious, and it's really creative, and it's super low budget, and it's got either a 99%. I think it's got a 99% on Rotten Tomatoes.
That's incredible. Oh, one last thing for you, Lynn. Is there any updates on the new Naked Gun series that's coming out? I'm excited about Liam Neeson doing taking on Leslie Nielsen's role.
Oh, I am too. You know, I haven't dived into it. I just know that it's going to happen, and I'm just really excited about it. But yeah. Well, you know, nostalgia again, escape. You know, we shall see.
And that's really all we can do. And Lynn, what's the best way for people to stay up to date on your reviews and what you guys are cooking up over at Pop Life STL?
Well, poplifestl.com. We do cover. We cover theater too. Big, you know, we're gearing up for the Muni and Stages St. Louis. We cover dance and the arts and the symphony, and we try to keep abreast of everything going on in the local scene. And then, of course, the movies. We have. I'm also on Rotten Tomatoes, so you can look me up there. I've got a post. I'm behind in posting Unfrosted, which I liked, on Netflix, and the Amazon romance, The Idea of You, which I also.
That's really cool, and we'll definitely check it out. I was just talking about before you joined us that you were a Rotten Tomatoes tomato meter critic. And Lynn, thank you so much for bringing up Little Theater or theater in general, because we actually in Alton have one of the most oldest, most continuous little theaters in the country, but the most continuous in the state of Illinois at Alton Little Theater. They're producing.
Oh yes, you do, and I've seen many a fine production there. And there's a lot of young talent. I love to see the young folk emerge and get to get to express their creativity. So we shall see. But I wish you the best of luck this summer. And good luck with all the critters.
Well, and same here, Lynn. But before we take a quick break, too, just a little bit of business. Going back to Alton Little Theater real quick, Singing in the Rain. That's taking place this weekend all the way through May the 18th. They need you to get tickets for May the 18th because pretty much, Lynn, all the other shows are sold out. Alton Little Theater is one of our biggest supporters. And on the first and last Thursday of the month, we talk all things Little Theater with Alton Little Theater called Theater Thursdays. If you can't make it to Singing in the Rain, but you want to catch up with the 91st season of Alton Little Theater, which hits the stage of the summer with Oliver, you start by tuning in there and going to altonlittletheater.org. Lynn Venhaus, I hope to see you up here. I'll have to take you to a show at Alton Little Theater soon.
Okay, yeah, we'll have to meet up. You'll have to show me the sights. I love Alton. That's great.
That'd be wonderful. Lynn, love talking to you. Have a great rest of your day.
Thank you. You too. Take care.
You too. 10:02s, that's the time on this Thursday morning. We'll take a quick break. Top of the hour news rolls around the corner right after this.